We are going to explore a place, and if what's inside is what we think, it's going to be crazy. And it's going to be really scary too, because if we ever run into people, we're screwed.
Cannabis producers who were behind a crop worth nearly 500,000 pounds in a quiet village in England were arrested less than a year ago. They were running a grow operation with more than 600 cannabis plants inside a long-abandoned farm.
Last year, after a major police operation, a group of Albanians was imprisoned for running a cannabis farm.
It really doesn't smell. I love it.
Wow, this one is really huge. And this one is really huge, for real.
Oh, holy cow, damn. Hello everyone, it's Gabriel.
And Corentin. And today we're back for a new exploration video where we're going to explore a very mysterious place.
And it's a very unusual place. We've explored similar places before, but never on this scale. As you saw in the title, we're going to explore an abandoned cannabis plantation where there were more than 600 plants.
This cannabis farm's story is dark and full of twists, and we'll share it all as the video continues.
It all starts lost in the middle of the English countryside, where there's a farm that's been abandoned for many years, and where an illegal activity started not long ago.
We reach the farm's edge, and nothing suggests that just months ago, a thriving cannabis farm here generated hundreds of thousands of pounds.
We arrive at the farm, feeling stressed and prepared to explore. The little cabin there, I see.
The atmosphere is quite mysterious.
It's an old abandoned farm, where some shady dealings took place.
There are lots of chemicals on the right.
Yeah. There's the truck, but it looks new, right?
Yeah. Because they are. Yeah, but no, it doesn't look new. It's hollow, look.
That's true.
I just caused some damage there.
It's strange and freaks me out. I'm really not comfortable.
Wow, there are still quite a lot of things inside.
Okay. Well, as we said, it was originally an old abandoned farm. So there are still all the farm buildings that we can explore first.
We'll start there. The place was a farm, but what happened there is what makes it really creepy. We'll explain everything as the video continues. You'll see right away, just to the left.
Yeah.
First, we arrive in a small lounge. For now, it's okay, you know.
Yeah, there are casino chips. I don't know what happened to the floor.
But it's disgusting. It's sticky.
With a little pool table.
They were more like games. So basically, a sort of relaxation room here. Wait, what are we doing? Are we going that way or are we going...
That way. Yeah, I think we need to go left. We need to do it again.
Well, yeah, that works.
There you go. We had a dartboard, a pool table, casino chips. So like you said, a rec room.
Yeah, it's gotten a little trashed, but...
It really smells like chemical film product.
Yeah.
It's a dormitory.
Yeah, it's a dormitory. It's creepy. Is someone there? You see, at first, it looks like a pretty normal farm that unfortunately has been taken over by squatters. You see beds, activities, different things that allow you to cook and live. As you continue through the rooms, you'll find even more mysterious ones. We are not in France.
And it's creepy, because...
It really remains a living space in the city.
And above all, I think it was occupied by squatters, you see, because it's just a standard kitchen. It was remodeled so that people could come and squat to do what we were talking about.
Yeah, that's it. I think the people were taking care of it.
Of this farm. That big pipe, yeah? What do you think it is? I
know very well what it is. And it's starting. There.
It's starting.
I believe the people taking care of this farm actually slept here. I mean, the people who squatted this farm to use it for something else were staying here.
And what is this other use then?
Growing absurd amounts of cannabis. And right here to my left, there's the first room with all the equipment to grow cannabis and sell it. Wow. And so you should know that the police carried out a search here. They arrested all workers and dismantled the place. But everything was removed, yeah, everything. We're going to find all of it, you know?
Here we see the plant pots and ventilation systems. Look here.
All the little lights were up there.
Wow. That's really weird.
Yeah, that's true, it's weird. And you can see that before, it was just a completely normal room. When you see things like that, they were still there. It smells bad and all the books are still there. And they put drywall everywhere. It was only used for one thing, growing cannabis. And look, there are still the plant stems, you know? Yeah, in every pot, there are still the stems.
It's likely the police cut the stems to collect and confiscate them.
Yeah, that's what they do. They cut the stems and toss them.
In front of us are dozens of pots, walls completely covered with tarps, as well as a lot of electrical systems and ventilation ducting. We are definitely in the middle of an improvised cannabis farm. Faced with this discovery, we are shocked. It's a unique place, and we weren't prepared for the scale of the situation. 8 rooms had been optimized for growing cannabis. The police officers discovered them in the abandoned farm. Nearly 600 plants were growing, with an estimated value of nearly £500,000.
There are lots and lots of fans. Those were things you used to connect the lamps.
And all the large pipes sticking out of the walls. They were used to ventilate everything. And why there was drywall all over the place, I don't know. Well, to hold everything together.
To hold everything together.
To be able to put in screws, etc.
To hide everything. It felt isolated from the world since they taped it up, making it impossible to see anything.
Yeah. I think we'll find several rooms like this. Because it was really a large grow operation. Obviously, the consumption, cultivation and sale of cannabis is a completely illegal activity, whether it's in England or in France. Though we are presenting this today, we don't condone or approve of it.
Since, as you know, cannabis is considered a drug that is illegal and harmful to your health. But it's also a way for us to talk to you about the sponsor of this video, who offers alternatives to cannabis to help you avoid consuming cannabis. Golden CBD, the sponsor of this video, offers many legal alternatives like CBD, herbal teas and oils. We thought it was important to have a sponsor who offers legal alternatives with positive health effects given the topic of this video. And that's why we thank Golden CBD for supporting us today. It's the #1 organic CBD brand in France and it's 100% legal. And what's cool is that it's just as suitable for people who don't smoke. For those who don't know what CBD is, it's a legal alternative to THC, but without the harmful effects on health. And it's a really good solution for relaxing or unwinding. Because CBD has a lot of benefits. For example, it can help with anxiety, stress, headaches or back pain. It can also improve sleep quality. Most importantly, it helps reduce or stop cannabis use, especially with a wide selection of CBD flowers. They also offer other great alternatives like CBD oil. With this, you take a few drops under your tongue to fall asleep more easily and get better sleep. When I couldn't sleep, I tried it out of curiosity and was pleasantly surprised by the results. Some teas and herbal infusions can help you sleep better if you have trouble sleeping. I've tried them and they're great. They also offer a wide range of products like candies. You can explore all that on their website. If you're unsure what to try, we suggest the Discovery Pack, which has samples to help you find your favorites. And on top of that, thanks to our code, you get 25% off your order. So it's really the perfect time to try it out. So we want to thank Golden CBD for partnering with us for this video. Now we're going to continue exploring and you see that we're only just getting started with the surprises. The lamps are broken, but there are bits of the lamps left. You see, they were.
It's the light bulbs.
Small fluorescent lights give off a special kind of light to help the plants grow. Again, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's something to see all this, huh?
This room is much bigger, huh? Look at how many plants there were.
You could see they were still there, huh? When they arrived, there were really big plants that had been planted. You cut everything down, and everything was really optimized. There was really drywall everywhere, well tape everywhere to block out the daylight. And to have only the right light that was just above us.
And also so that people passing by wouldn't see what was happening inside.
On top of that.
Exploring this abandoned farm, it's really impressive how many rooms we'll see here and there. All of them have been optimized for growing cannabis. About 25,000 worth of equipment had been invested in gear, video surveillance, ventilation ducts, and banks of electrical outlets. And the electricity used for the plantation had been stolen.
And what's even creepier about this story is that the people who were arrested told the police that they were actually being exploited because they were either being threatened directly or it was their families who were being threatened by the people running the operation.
Damn, it's huge, huh?
There are a lot of them.
What's that? Is it something to get water? That's a flexi tank. The maximum.
You see?
It's something that reflects the light to optimize it.
It was put above with a neon lamp like that, and it shone on the plants.
There are still plenty of them.
But there are pipes all through the walls. There was a system. What's crazy is that it's so optimized, like the people who do this are Denacourt, sure, but they do it really well.
We had already been able to explore a house in Belgium. Yeah, we had found a few things like that. It was surreal, but this time it's expected to be even more so.
There's another small door there. It keeps going, you know? Every room was dedicated to that. It's crazy.
It's not foolish to set up in an abandoned farm to do that, you know?
Right. Wow. Yeah, and all the lamps too.
There are still the flower pots too. It's impressive. I'm curious to count how many planters like that there are.
There are really a lot of them. And everything was optimized for that. Can you imagine? Like here, they were using the bathroom ventilation. So it wasn't just a bathroom vent anymore, but a vent to remove all the odors. That's impressive. And there are still a lot of pots inside.
Yeah, man, the fans, there are a lot of fans. It's going to look suspicious.
I think they got arrested here because they noticed there was unusually high usage in this area. There's nothing in this area. Yeah, and no wonder when you see all the equipment. We keep exploring and we really thought we might find maybe 3 or 4 rooms optimized for growing cannabis. And in the end, it's much more than that. We really find ourselves in a maze in this farm, with lots of abandoned rooms that used to be used for growing cannabis.
Yeah, it's clearly a cannabis farm maze.
Did you see? They made all their electrical panels themselves. They're crazy. Every room has a circuit breaker. To manage all the fans, the lights and everything, it's impressive, huh? Absolutely everything in this place was optimized for this cannabis farm. They even covered all the walls to reflect the heat and optimize the yield.
Currently, we are mainly seeing rooms used for planting. I'm unsure if we'll find ones used for storage.
Wow, they're even higher up there. Yeah, it doesn't stop. And really,
Yeah, it's huge.
each room was hidden. Each one, well, there was nothing on the outside.
Look, it's grams, it's information. 300 grams per plant, Monday, whatever. 10,000 liters for the water. I think it's information for managing the grow operation.
Yeah, just some information, exactly.
Going upstairs will be scary and unsettling because we'll see a rope with clothes drying on it. It feels like there was recent activity, which scares us because we might encounter someone with bad intentions.
That's crazy.
What's surreal is seeing the paintings and personal belongings of former residents right next to it.
They truly did. They made the abandoned house theirs.
They even covered the floor like.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
There's still another room.
There's also that big water basin.
It's kind of creepy, huh?
But what's really creepy are the clothes hanging there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, after the same thing, everything's still there. And there you see, they're still... You saw how they really came together, just like before.
Yeah, that's... It didn't work out.
With all the pieces of bamboo that were used as stakes. Yeah, all the lamps that were thrown to the side for... It was really the police who came with scissors and everything and broke everything. Yeah.
They opened everything to restore the lights. The fans on the wall look about the same as before. Here you can see the power strip setup and the makeshift system. What a hassle.
Look, they use their own circuit breakers for everything. I mean, I think it's really well organized.
Yeah, especially, well...
You still need to be good at it. Did you notice each lamp had something for power control? Be careful.
It takes some serious engineering to do that. That's what I'm telling you, you see.
That's how it is, you just have to do it.
Not everyone can do it.
It goes on.
There are so many of them. I'm not sure what it is, but it's really big. Look. Maybe it's soil or fertilizer for cannabis.
Again,
Small room.
lots of fans.
It's crazy. It's impressive. There are always towers like that. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I think that's what they use as towel racks.
Rack. Wow. Here.
Yeah, the floor looks sketchy.
Here, there are big pipes coming out. They're coming from the floor below. Wow, it's really surreal.
Everything is covered in clear, reflective material.
As we mentioned, we previously found a similar farm that it was just one room for growing. Here, everything is really optimized.
Hundreds of plants were found here. It was really, all the plants were there.
The floor there, it's horrible there.
Yeah, I'm afraid of falling through it.
There, it goes back down that way, even though we didn't even go up.
That way. But I don't get it. It's huge.
Wait, man, come see. We can see something important here.
No, we can't. There are probably many pipes and a lot of new drywall. Did you see over there? Over there we can see a giant pipe coming out.
Like that. Wow, yeah, the setup is really impressive. And that's not what we found in the first farm.
Yeah, for sure. That's probably where they used to start the cuttings at first. Yeah.
Look, there are a lot over there.
Yeah, it doesn't stop, huh?
I honestly have no idea where we are or how to find our way.
Wow. Another room totally optimized for that. Every room really has its own circuit breaker, its own electrical panel, ventilation, everything has been optimized. It's crazy. And here you can see, compared to the rooms we've already found, each time we found about 10 or 20 plants per room. But now we're going to enter a room that's much bigger and much more impressive, because there are really about 100 plants in this one. So this is the door we came through at the very beginning. There's still gross stuff on the floor.
That's horribly expensive.
Wow, it's funny to see that. There are astronomical amounts of soil. Yeah, they probably dumped a lot here.
It's huge. Why did they remove all the dirt? Why is the room completely white?
We're really getting the full vibe here. So, you.
See that behind the white canvas, it's really the old walls of the old farmhouse.
I don't know if they tried to do something different. Instead of doing it in small pots, they said let's turn the whole floor into soil and plant directly in it.
Maybe they were just storing soil here.
Yeah, maybe that too.
It seems he was storing things in a hole behind him.
Yeah, it's an attic or something like that. It keeps going. Huh.
It really smells.
I love it. Wow, this one is really huge. There are a lot of chemicals here. And this one is really huge, for real.
Whoa, damn, wow. This one, man. No, but it's like when we used to go down into the quarries under Paris. There were mushroom rooms, mushroom farms.
Mushroom farms.
It's really the same vibe here. There are pots everywhere. They didn't have any cuttings. Maybe you saw it was just for storage.
Maybe there aren't any plant parts underneath.
And yet, the setup was still there.
Check that out. There was ventilation and all. So I think they had already begun working.
It looks like a zombie hospital like this. So here it was just for...
To do, this one is impressive, right?
It's incredible. I'll put it over there. You see the perspective.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow, all the walls are really covered in white like that.
Maybe 100 pots, even in this room.
Yeah. At the very least.
At the very least,
It's crazy what they've done. So you see, the activity on this farm was really huge. There were nearly 600 plants growing at the same time. And we thought to manage that, there must have been a lot of people. But we had only found signs that 3 or 4 people had lived there. And right after, we're going to make a discovery that explains more about what was happening here before.
The judge declared that a 20-year-old man played a key role in the operation and sentenced him to 3 years and 4 months in prison. The 2 other associates, aged 26 and 25, were each sentenced to 2 years and 2 months in prison.
And what is also very mysterious about this case and the resulting judgment is that the stories of the accused kept changing. In the end, no one really knows what happened within those walls.
And maybe the testimonies of these people were changed once again because of possible threats. But that, we don't know.
We were in that part of the house, but I don't think we went to check that out.
No. That's at least part of the farm.
We're going to find out. I think maybe this was the place where the others lived, huh? Oh. It looks like a dormitory. Wow. Yeah, it's creepy. The stairs are a pain. Damn, look how many there are up there.
Damn.
Wait, how many people do you think ran this farm?
Not sure, but with all these bunk beds, probably. There were a lot of them.
It's funny though, they must have produced a lot here, huh?
Yeah, well, to maintain all this, yeah, they had to keep it sealed up better.
Yeah, there are about 15 beds, you know.
It was quite a team, you know. Maybe the two bosses were in the main house we saw earlier. And then the rest of the team here.
Damn, are you sure?
It's bad to see that, huh? As you saw, we were extremely stressed during the exploration, worried someone might show up at any moment. So once the exploration was over, we preferred not to linger here any longer and chose to escape without anyone catching us.
For us, it was an impressive experience to uncover this illegal activity at an abandoned farm without the owner's knowledge.
And above all, what was really striking is that this story is less than a year old, so it's very recent, and it was impressive to see all the traces that were left behind.
Before we go, thanks again to Golden CBD for supporting this video. Check out their products on their website. There's something for everyone, plus you get 25 off with our code. Click the link in the description to visit their website.
Thank you all for watching this video. Feel free to like it if you enjoyed it, and don't hesitate to subscribe if you like our content. This is Badjafi, and we'll see you next Saturday for a brand new story, where Gabriel and Corentin die.